Every major war begins with a question. How far can this go? As fighting intensifies between Iran, Israel, and the United States, many people around the world are asking the same thing. Could this war turn into World War III? History shows that world wars do not begin with a single explosion. They begin when conflicts expand, alliances activate, and red lines are crossed. To understand whether this war could become global, we must understand how modern world wars actually start. World War I began with a regional crisis. World War II began with territorial aggression. In both cases, what started locally spread globally because powerful nations were pulled in. Today's world is different, but the risks still exist. The current conflict involves three major forces: Iran, Israel, and the United States. Each has allies, each has enemies, and each has limits it does not want crossed. These limits are known as red lines. For Israel, the red line is existential. Any threat that endangers the survival of the state must be stopped, even if it means acting alone. For the United States, the red lines include direct attacks on its forces, threats to global trade routes, and the use of weapons that could destabilize the world order. For Iran, the red line is sovereignty. Foreign intervention, regime collapse, or permanent military occupation are unacceptable outcomes. As long as all sides respect these red lines, the conflict can remain contained. But history shows that wars rarely stay within their intended boundaries. One major risk is escalation through allies. If Iran's allies strike American or Israeli targets in a way that causes mass casualties, pressure for retaliation increases. If the United States responds too forcefully, Iran may feel compelled to escalate directly. Another risk is miscalculation. Modern warfare moves fast. Missiles travel in minutes. Cyber attacks happen instantly. Decisions are often made under pressure, with incomplete information. One wrong assumption, one misinterpreted signal, one delayed response. That is how wars expand. There is also the global dimension. Russia and China are closely watching this conflict. While they may not intervene militarily, they have strategic interests in how the balance of power shifts. If global trade routes are disrupted, if energy supplies are threatened, or if alliances are tested, the effects are felt worldwide. However, there are also strong forces preventing a world war. No major power wants direct global conflict. The economic cost would be catastrophic. The human cost would be unimaginable. Modern wars are often fought below the threshold that triggers full-scale global involvement. This is known as controlled escalation. Military pressure without total war. Deterrence without collapse. So could this war become World War III? The answer is not simple. It is possible, but not inevitable. It depends on decisions made in moments of crisis. It depends on whether red lines are respected or crossed. And it depends on whether diplomacy, even at the last moment, can prevent history from repeating itself. World wars are not declared. They unfold. And understanding that reality may be the most important lesson of all.